Welcome to Uganda and Ghana TV. It's your host Dale. Um, Arsenal 1, Everton 2. And this game, once I saw Xhaka was going to start in this game, I had this feeling in me that we were going to lose this game. And long behold, the game started. It was so slow, so lethargic, where you're crying out for players to turn into space, to pass a quick pass. The one time we do it, Odegaard scored. But we were playing so terrible. In fact, Richarlison, who is the Brazilian for Everton, had already scored. In fact, if this was in the days of no VAR, he would have had a hat trick. We were so slow. Pate was terrible in the middle. Xhaka was slow in the middle. And with Xhaka, I already know what to expect. I thought this guy wasn't going to be back until January. So I was like, oh, we can at least pad up and get some wins. But he comes back early and goes right in the team. What has Lukonga done? What has Maitland Niles done not to be in this team? Please tell me. What have these guys done? But you know that Xhaka, every time he plays in the game, he always makes mistakes. He's always liable to make us lose. He's slow. I don't get why this manager rates him. This manager is terrible. And I've been saying this even through the winning streak. We've been playing terrible games, but we would get away with scoring. But we've been playing teams that are terrible. So that's why we've been able to get the wins. But I'm just like, what the heck is wrong with this manager? Literally, what would fix this team is playing faster. I miss Wenger so much right now. I miss Wenger so much because at least with him, you knew one guarantee: you're gonna be in top four, you're gonna be in Champions League, but you're gonna watch brilliant, brilliant football where tiki taka, pass and move, one touch, boom, boom, boom. But with this guy, I said so many times, his path, it was so boring. You feel like you're gonna fall asleep. You can't even stay up and watch the game because you're just like, man, you're drowsy. Because it's like it starts in the back. Ramsdale passes it to Gabriel. Gabriel passes it back to Ramsdale. Ramsdale passes it to Pate. Pate passes it back to Ramsdale. Ramsdale passes it to White. White dilly dallies and he's looking for who to pass it to. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be the one who we paid 15 million to be able to find passes, but you can't find passes. You just dilly dally with the ball. They don't think ahead. And then we would go to the wings. Yeah, Tierney had a good assist, but he also would recycle the ball back. I'm like, why are you going backwards? Go at these defenders. Go at them. Make them commit, especially in the middle there. When Pate would get the ball, instead of going on a half turn and going and making those, because when you make the defenders commit, there's space behind, and then you can get those passes going. But it's like these guys are so stupid. I don't know. It's just crazy. This manager needs to leave. We need somebody with some pedigree, somebody who has tactics, philosophy, who plays fast, somebody who likes to move. In fact, if we could get like Bielsa, imagine if Bielsa was with these guys, with this team, man, he'll be destroying it. But Ateta is just, I don't know, I don't know how Xhaka can just come back into this team. I don't know how Nketiah is playing when he doesn't even want to sign a contract. I don't know. Okay, yeah, you dropped Obama, but then you play like a Zet and he's isolated. He has nobody to give him the ball. The tactics are just whack. The tactics are just crazy. This guy has no idea what he's doing. The football is so boring. And I'm like, I see him yelling. What are you telling them? What are you telling them? What are you telling them? And they're not even, is it just that they don't want to listen to you? Is it just that they're not getting what you're saying? Or are you telling them to do this? I don't get it. I just do not get it. I'm so vexed. I'm so pissed off. This is ridiculous. But these guys are not going to fire him. And that's the thing. It's like they're not going to fire him. Can you imagine Unai Emery was able to get us all the, he was in the top five, mixed top four. And he went to the Europa League final, but they fired him after one season. After one, I think, or one or two, whatever it was. But they did not give him the leash that they're giving this Ateta guy. I cannot believe how long they've given this guy. Other teams are just like firing their managers left and right because they have ambition. Just look at Tottenham. They've had I don't know how many managers in the last 3 years, and all these other clubs, but we have no ambition. It's like, oh, it's just, man, I'm so pissed off right now. I don't even. This weekend, I think we would even lose because it's like he's gonna put Xhaka back in there, and it's like it's just ridiculous. At this point, I'm pissed right now. But even when I'm watching the game, when Richarlison scored, when Richarlison was giving us warnings like, dude, I'm gonna score. He had him by himself had more fight than our whole team. But I guarantee you, if a player like that came to Arsenal, he would be like diminished because Ateta doesn't like people like that who have fight in them. There's nobody in the team that fights. Like literally, you would think it's only like Ramsdale training. He's always injured. He almost even got injured yesterday. Man, the only person who was playing yesterday, Manelli, obviously he always fights, but man, the team performance was just ridiculous. And I'm like, you guys don't enjoy playing football. It's like, why don't you just? I don't get it. I don't get how professionals who play with each other every day don't know where their players are gonna be, don't know how to play with each other. I just don't understand it. And like, man, I I don't know, man. This is just, man. This is a team that you were supposed to beat. Everton had lost 8 games. They hadn't won, but oh, here comes Arsenal. We'll win today. So Arteta out. I'm so sick of this BS, man. It's just like it's ridiculous. The football is so boring. Even in the game when we went on that 10-game unbeaten streak, there were games in there that were so terrible. I remember the Brighton game, so boring. I remember even the Watford game, we were missing chances like left and right. I remember even the Newcastle game, the first half was terrible. It's just it's just so crazy that we don't have a style. We don't, man, man. This is just ridiculous. But they're not gonna do anything about it. So I just gotta hope, man. Well, let's see how we do in Southampton. But Ateta's here, so he's gonna be putting Xhaka in, and it's gonna be ridiculous. Like